250 years.
250 years.
That is not a long period of time.
No,
at
it's
all.
not. We think about evolution in terms of millions of years. For human beings, post-industrialization, we're talking centuries.
Look at how fast it's happened. You talk about food and what we put in our bodies. The processing of food in the past 50 years. They had stabilized footage from the early 1900s of people walking in New York, and there wasn't one fat person in the goddamn footage.
Right.
Nowadays, 3/4 of them are.
There were no
morbidly
snacks.
Obese.
Right. Snacks were not a thing.
You made food at home.
There were no snacks in 1900.
Catch some shitty ass McDonald's on your way to work.
Yeah. Should be interesting. But I guess we're in this together, so we're all fucked.
You got to sit back and be like, damn, ain't we lucky to be just at that tipping point where it's like shit's starting to get cool.
Yeah.
And it's getting easy, but we're not going to live long enough to all of a sudden we're just brains floating around with robots.
It's going to be like WALL-E. You ever seen WALL-E? I know Teddy.
Yeah.
Where everyone's just a blob.
Everybody's
just a little hover bed. Hover around.
Exactly.
All right, so we're moving on to the next part of the show, the What's Sexy section of the show. And first up, we have Mystic with Old Music.
So, recently, I've been kind of just getting into some shit I listened to in the 90s. Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to some Blind Melon. I haven't heard Blind Melon in a really long time. Dude, they were incredible songwriters. That whole album, the whole self-titled Blind Melon album, is a fucking great album.
I never listened to the whole album.
Yeah, I just watched that one video with the bee costume girl.
Yes, No Rain. Yeah.
No Rain,
and that's their most famous. Mm-hmm. The thing is, the band really reminds me of Greta Van Fleet. Greta Van Fleet, the music is almost identical. It's just that soulful 70s, fucking kind of acoustic-y guitar. You can tell he's playing through some Marshall fucking or Orange Crate with a fucking Les Paul. You know what I mean? Just that classic guitar sound. But it sounds good. It's really well mixed. It's fucking, and the singer is way better than the kid from Greta Van Fleet. That dude was a fucking talent. And it's a shame that he was a heroin addict.
Did he die?
Yeah, he could have had a really long career, and he was a great songwriter. So, I don't know. Check it out. Old music.
I've been getting into some old and new music. I've been listening to the Gimme Metal app that Mystic had brought to our attention last week. And that show that app, which has maybe 100 different shows on it, is really making me realize, damn, there was some fucking kick-ass music back in the 70s and 80s.
Right.
Blue Oyster Cult fucking ripped, man. They fucking ripped. You just hear the classic stuff, Don't Fear the Reaper.
Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah. Right. Godzilla. They fucking ripped, dude. And just hearing these bands and shit, it's man, it's really making me appreciate. And also there are new bands that you just don't hear about in the mainstream. And it's nice to be reminded or kind of curated in a way hey, check this shit out. There's so much available out there. It's really hard to keep track of, good sources of shit. So I've been appreciating that. Music's good.
Music good. Napster.
Neanderthal. All right, next up we have me with Weirdo All Access. So the Red Eye Report now has a 24/7 or damn near 24/7 or stream, not live when we do the show on Wednesdays or Thursdays at 10 p.m. Central. A stream,
feel like.
Right, a stream that is on all the major streaming platforms. So Twitch, Mixer, YouTube. We're on a bunch of other obscure ones. So at any time, somebody will come on 3 o'clock in the morning. Guess who's going to be there? It's going to be us. And I love the thought of us being that fucking... We're a
channel you can tune into to fall asleep.
Exactly. So when I worked at Hollywood Video...
With ashtrays, laundry in the back.
Yeah.
When I worked at Hollywood Video in Wausau, Wisconsin, I worked until like midnight, and I would always, after I'd get done, I would close up the store, and I'd have to drive an hour back to Marshfield, and I would listen to Coast to Coast Radio, which I don't. It's a classic kind of like
conspiracy theory
shit. And
Alien
it was just
history,
right? And it was always there to be consumed and listened to at late at night. And I love the thought that we could be that and fill that space for somebody. That makes me really happy. So check that shit out. I noticed some people are trying to contact us in chat. Join our Discord, and then that way we can keep that shit together because we're streaming.
So can we all get on the Discord?
Yeah, you can get on the Discord.
I'm on the Discord, bro.
I am not even on the Discord.
You're a fucking asshole, that's why. But you can join.
I'm a drunk too.
So
wait, do you have all of our episodes just on a loop?
So I have probably the last 10. I'm going to be adding some more, and it goes on a random playlist.
Oh, okay.
And it just plays it. So check that out. Next up, Ashtray. White House inadvertently sends Ukraine talking points to Democrats.
Yes.
What?
I don't know if you heard this, but
I don't watch the news, man. This is
with the whole Ukraine investigation now, which is only starting because President Trump basically was like, I guess it happened very shortly after the Mueller report kind of made things kind of and he's like, all right, get back to breaking fucking rules. Goes right to making this fucking mess. Well, to get all the Republicans on board, they sent their spam email with the the White House talking points, and they accidentally must have rung up the all the Democrats email list, enough people that they sent it out and they tried to do some sort of email recall. It's like, no, shit, you can't stop that nowadays.
Like when you realize you sent a text to the wrong person, you're like,
oh shit, no. Right, Mom did not want to see that.
I got dishpan dick. Oh fuck! Sorry, Mom.
Put some Dawn on it. All right, that's my what's sexy.
All right. So, Teddy seems to have locked up. Are you still there, Teddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I'm locked up.
Video-wise, you look very concerned.
That's okay.
I thought it was just me. Okay,
Wise. Like,
that's all right.
It was
meditating.
All right, he's back.
Oh, there it is.
Boom.
Wow.
Look at that recovery. Damn, and he's fucking 5 shots deep. Holy shit.
That's right.
Okay, so right, Teddy, baby. With this hoary Daemon Ex Machina.
Okay, so Daemon Ex Machina is a mech game that's coming out for the Switch. It's kind of reminiscent of Armored Core. I'm a big mech game fan, and Armored Core is one of my favorites. And the cool thing is it's cell shaded, so it looks kind of cartoony. They came out with a controller for the Switch. The hoary Daemon Ex Machina. Yeah. It's a cool controller. One reason because for some reason it popped up to my big thing. I see. Yeah, that's the game in the background.
I'm watching the video. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, the game. That's the video in the background. For some reason it popped up on my.
Yeah,
on my,
because I
TV.
put it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, calm down.
Fucking magic.
Right?
How do you put it on my TV?
Fucking magic, dude.
Magic, dude. Alien magic.
It's fucking coast to coast.
That last shot you see,
we're live.
It adds extra girth and size to the Switch. For a lot of adults, it's kind of hard to hold on to. or kind of uncomfortable because of the size of the controller. In this, it works with any game. It just clicks in. It's a lot bigger. It has a button on the back because the two top L and R buttons are R or L. The big ones on the bottom are kind of big. RZ or LZ at the top are really, really slender. On this controller, they're about the thickness of my finger. There's also a button on the back that you can assign to either one of those buttons at the top for whatever game you're playing.
It has a turbo switch that comes with this.
No, it is. It's the controller is about $50. But it's for it only works in handheld mode, and I use mine in handheld mode exclusively. I really don't put it on the TV. So I mean, like if you look at the size of the fucking from the controller on the left, which is the Oreo, and the one on the right, which is the Switch, it adds so much more size to it, and it makes it a lot more comfortable to play in handheld mode.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I always felt that the Switch was just not weighted properly. Like it felt like I just had like this long ass tablet, and I had like these little things on the end,
little things on the side.
Right.
Yeah, I mean and to play it, you have to turn it sideways. The Horis don't work in handheld mode. They only work when they're click the system.
So that's crazy. So this,
I'm glad I never bought
the people that made the game also made this controller.
This controller, yeah. The X button is actually the X in Daemon X Machina is actually a little red X. It looks and it's on the X for the controller. But I brought the controllers. I did buy the game also. Because you can play the demo on Switch if you have it to see if you like it or not. But like I said, I'm a mech fan, so I bought the game. But these controllers, I bought the controllers mainly for the size, and it does pretty much doubles the size of your Switch because you put them together, it's almost the size of the screen. So it's crazy. But it makes it a lot more comfortable to play, and it's
it
awesome.
looks like it's more like this is how an adult should play it.
Yeah,
I have actually still never played a Switch. Have you?
I'm hoping they come out with a middle part for some. The Switch comes with a little thing you can click the controllers in and have it like an Xbox controller. And I'm hoping they come out that Hori comes out with something that Nintendo lets them use to do that. So I can use it and so I can put it on my TV and actually want to play it. So
right. Okay,
but mainly Jesus, yeah.
That's pretty badass. It reminds me of I don't know whatever. It something about it reminds me of Game Gear. The Sega Game Gear.
Yeah. And Hori is a reputable company. They make really good fight sticks and other aftermarket controllers for consoles.
That's actually really kick ass that they made it for their game. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a Tekken 6 fight stick. They have a lot of things that are fucking have a lot of Hori stuff. So yeah, check it out.
All right, we're moving on to the fuck what you think portion of the show where we bitch about something and tell you to go fuck yourself. So first up we have Mystic and Parents.
All right, so I went to a junior high girls basketball game tonight. My daughter was playing in it.
Awkward.
Yeah, but
especially with that state warrant.
Like, there were some parents there that were just fucking, like, dude, you're in public. Shut the fuck up for fucking 5 minutes. Like, there's this dude like, no, go in, box out, get out. Like, he's just yelling. Like
fully
dude,
engaged.
They have a coach.
Sporting.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
I'm trying to watch this shit, man. Like, holy fuck, dude.
Wait, and how old are the kids that are playing?
7th and 8th grade.
Oh, that's like 14, right?
Oh, yeah, 13, 14. 12, 13, 14.
I mean,
and honestly, the game ended. It fucking ended with a buzzer beater 3.
Really? Wow.
35-34. Yeah, like nice. It was a really close back and forth game, but like, dude, these parents just it's like these guys that the dads, that I played ball. When I was in high school and my girl could, like, shut the fuck up.
Got my girl pregnant, dude. And I had to be a man. I had to step up, so I had to take care of my kids. So I put aside those dreams.
That's funny.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, I get it, but shut up. Well, the rest of us want to watch this game.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right. And you're also just making the kids uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm sure they can hear their dad fucking screaming.
Yeah, God, I would hate to have...
Yeah.
to have, like, phone fervor dad on the side. What are you doing?
Fucking Neanderthal dad.
Like, I'm fucking up. What do you think? That's why it only took middle school basketball for me to realize sports were not for me.
All right.
Awesome.
Next up, we have Teddy. People who can't make decisions in restaurants.
Great.
Okay, so I took my son.
Yes.
We can hear you.
You didn't miss.
Yep. Go.
Awesome. So a few weeks ago, I took my son. He likes to go laser tag downtown on 2nd Avenue, and down the street from right down the street from that place is a Hooters. So I took my son to Hooters for the first time. Anytime we go to a restaurant, my son wants to sit at a bar. So we sat at the bar at Hooters, and it was pretty funny. But we had these it was two couples that sat to the right of us, and they couldn't. They were like, "Well, what do you have on tap?" And then they asked the bartender, like, "Well, what do you like here and shit?" And I'm like, if you're an adult and have been in a restaurant before, you need to make a decision. It is not that hard to go in and like, why does it matter what the most popular thing here is? Why does that matter? Do you want to be a sheep and follow everybody else? Like, make a goddamn decision. Right. I don't get what it is. And they're like, and then one guy turns to me, he's like, "What do you have?" And I'm like, why does it matter what I'm having? I was like, I don't. It's are you gonna get the same thing? I don't get. Like, I'm with my son. He's coloring. I'm looking at titties. Just fucking order some goddamn wings and get on with it. I don't fucking understand what's going on.
Did you say that to him?
Yeah, I said, "Why does it matter what I'm having?" Yes, I did.
Should have spit in his face.
I was high as shit. I had my little pen with me. I'd been playing laser tag for like an hour. I was pumped up. Adrenaline was going through me.
Water that I came in.
Yeah.
So if you want them, right, protein.
But that's my fucking thing. People.
But someone asks, like, "What's the favorite?" You got to make up something that's not on the menu,
right?
So what's the most popular thing?
Like the Texas Lone Star. That's the real burger.
Yeah, it's Hooters. Titties and wings are the most popular thing here. I go for the buffalo shrimp, but.
All right. Next up, we have Ashtray. Worst wedding song ever.
If this song plays live in my headset, blasting my ears, I'm catching a flight and beating your ass.
Just a couple seconds of it. It's all you need, really. Right. You realize, like, this is going to be a bad song.
Let's crank up this jock jam.
This is for this wedding I've got this weekend. And I could not find this song to buy, like, as an MP3, like you normally would. So the only place I could find it was on YouTube, and it's some Christian mom. Well, I'm assuming she's a mom. She's a Christian contemporary singer/songwriter, and her name is Melissa Smith.
Wow, you're just calling her out, huh?
Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she put it out there.
That's true.
The thing is, I realize I just got to make sure I don't make any reference to whose wedding it is, because they know I'm their DJ, but it'd be funny if they find this 12 years later when we're a big hit. We're like, "Oh my God, that was our song." It is so bad. I swear to God, the mom just searched mother and son wedding song because that's what's first in the title and that's why it comes up top.
Okay, so what makes this song so bad? As a seasoned... Yes, it's fucking shitty, but I would think any song like this would be shitty.
Well, it just sounds like basically some mom singing in church with kind of half-assed recording quality.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really listen to the lyrics, it's the most dumb, uninspiring, deadpan, like a literal example of "I helped raise you, my son, 'cause you were such a little boy, and to grow up to be a man, I had to be there for you every day." And it's just like Really?
Whoa.
It's so
intense.
That's fucking funny.
Ugh. Yeah, but I give props. It's like if you want to try a torture, they use apple grape. It's like waterboarding for your ears because it is. I play a lot of bad music as a wedding DJ, and I'm fine with that. But this is one where it's just like, damn.
But this is a bridge too far.
This is why I could not buy it.
Because it's so bad?
It's that bad.
Because it's fucking banned by the FCC.
Even
Amazon. I had to rip it. I had to rip it off her YouTube channel.
Oh man.
The only place I could find it. Too many of these fuckers pick songs that are some weird obscure shit off of goddamn YouTube. That's an old ashtray DJ be like, listen, can't you pick a goddamn song that's registered by the AACP so I can buy it? No.
Okay. Are you done yet?
DJ problems.
Right?
All right.
The song sucks. Moving on.
Next up, we have me with this thing that I heard recently on Vice News. They have a podcast about cybersecurity called Motherboard.